Europe makes some of the best cars in the world, some of the coolest classic cars of all time. But the cars on this list are none of those things. The cars on this list are very, very dangerous, also slow, and even eaten by pigs. Yes, this is the worst cars from Europe, so without further ado, let's get into it. This is the Vauxhall Nova, and it is terrible. It's easily stolen, as demonstrated here by Top Gear, and crashed due to its little steering feel and terrible suspension, and then it was modified by chavs. The Lancia Beast is a bit of a surprise. I mean, it was driven across the spine of Africa on Top Gear, and there was a cool supercharged version, but the Lancia Beta got very bad rust problems, which nearly led to the downfall of Lancia. So, as cool as it is, it's not a good car. The Triumph TR7 was the worst British sports car ever made. It was very badly built, had terrible electrics which often caught fire, and worst of all, it was super unreliable. In fact, it was one of the most unreliable cars in the UK. But it did have pop-up headlights. No. The Hugo was one of the cheapest cars ever built, costing just £3 grand, but that didn't even buy you a glove box. It also bought you terrible, terrible styling, and for some reason it even got you into a really annoying cult following. The Riva was a very normal family saloon back in the 70s. It was based on the sporty Fiat 124, except this had drum brakes that were made of aluminium and overheated quickly, so the car had the stopping power of an avalanche. That made it very, very unsafe. And a Russian safety group, RCAP, actually scored 0 out of 16 stars in a modern safety test. The smart car is probably the most modern car on the list, and it is definitely one of the worst. It's very, very slow indeed, and obviously it's super impractical. I mean, I can't even get my dog there. But in the Netherlands, there were actually cases of people who were pushing these things into the canals. The Alfa Romeo Arna is terrible. It was designed by Nissan. It had Alfa Sud electrics and a terrible Alfa Romeo engine. So this deserves to die. The Austin Allegro is one of Britain's most unloved cars, rusty and very unreliable, and for some reason it had a square steering wheel. The Morris Marina was Britain's attempt at a communist car, and it was a stupid idea. It was under-equipped and handled dreadfully. And worse, Top Gear loved destroying them. And at number 10, the worst car on the list, the Trabounce 601. Now this car was eaten by pigs due to its cotton-based bodywork, and it was not very safe either. And if you put fuel in the wrong way, the engine would explode. So there you go, that is Europe's 10 worst cars, rounded off by the Trabounce, a lucky winner, or loser. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more in the future, and until next time, goodbye.